every agency has some kind of modernization effort going now, and DoD leaders tell me the kinds of threats you've learned about on this show mean those efforts won't have a definite end date. Jean Schaffer is Federal Chief Technology Officer at Corelight. She explains what she sees as the intersection between system modernization and cybersecurity.
So for many years, we have been watching industry and agencies, government agencies, deploy what I would call basic cyber tools to protect anything from their endpoints to their networks to their cloud environments. And because of the sophistication that now our adversaries have, it is time to make sure that everybody has moved to a much more modern threat detect and respond environment. And what I mean by that is you need to make sure you're using the suite of tools, not just a single tool anymore. And it's really important that that suite of tools is integrated very tightly so that the analysts can check on the beginnings of some of the threats. And so if you look at a network detect and respond, which a lot of people have deployed IDS for, you just need to go much further than that. You need the AI capability, you need the advanced, sophisticated detections, and then you need to be able to highlight that to the analysts in a way that they can take actions before those incidents becomes really harmful. And so that's what I believe we should be looking at across the board. The DoD and everyone has put out that zero trust strategy. And it is a great strategy, foundational, but you also need more than that because that's telling you how do you deploy your infrastructure. But you need to now look at now that I have that deployed, how do I make sure that I'm monitoring it? How do I make sure I'm catching those advanced threats? And that's just really crucial, particularly when we read about the CISA advisories that came out, right? So Volt Typhoon is the latest one. The fact that we know within our infrastructure that we already are compromised, right, by the Chinese just should put fear in all of us and say, okay, it is time that we really have to worry about that. And how do we do that? And again, you can't do it with our legacy tools. You really need to move forward and have those integrated tight tools that you could do that with.
How is automation accelerating the application of the tools that you just described?
Well, you absolutely have to think about that response, right? So threat detect, you don't want to always be investigating the incident response after it happens. You need to get ahead of it. And so that tight integration with things like the SOAR or the advanced firewalls or any numerous other things within your infrastructure, it has to actually instantaneously have those responses because humans are just a little bit slow, not by nature, but the sophistication of the attacks happen much, much more quicker now.
And especially, I imagine, with automated tools, artificial intelligence on both sides.
On both sides.
The threat actors and the defenders like us.
Yeah, because remember, the adage is still the same. You only need to be weak in one part.
Right.
And then your adversary can get in. So protecting all the way across your environment is really crucial. So your visibility, because it's great that you have your endpoints and it's absolutely needed, but everything you have on your infrastructure can't be protected by those endpoints. So you need that network visibility across the board to even understand how and where your weak points might be. So we at Corelight, right, for NDR is very much in the how can we help our critical infrastructure, our government, our high-end retail folks, because we know those are the prime spots that our adversaries are going to go after. So we really want to partner with those industries to make sure that we're ahead of the game for them.
Jean Schaffer of Corelight.